Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Hello, Laura. Good to see you.
Hello, Pedro.
Welcome, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you here in Istanbul for the UEFA Champions League group stage draw and award ceremony.
That's right, Pedro. A warm welcome also from my side. And we're here tonight to help kick off a brand new season of UEFA Champions League football. Alongside us are representatives from the clubs who have qualified for the group stage. And of course, they're all waiting to discover who they will be facing in this year's competition.
They are indeed. Now, it was just 3 months ago that Chelsea were crowned champions of Europe in a thrilling final in Porto, capping off another unforgettable campaign in the best club competition on the planet. Here's a look back at some of the highlights from another spectacular season.
Wow, what an incredible season, and our congratulations again to Chelsea Football Club, who came out on top in that all-English final to be crowned champions of Europe for the second time.
That's right, an incredible season once more in the UEFA Champions League. Now, as well as that all-important draw, tonight we will also be handing out several awards, including for the Women's and Men's Player of the Year. Tonight's first award is a hugely prestigious one, Laura.
Yeah, and the President's Award goes to persons whose outstanding achievements, both on and off the field, have contributed to the success and development of this beautiful game. Joining us this evening to present the award, please give a warm welcome for UEFA President Alexander Ceferin.
President, great to see you here in Istanbul. Earlier this week, UEFA announced that it would be Simon Kjær, the captain of the Danish national team, and the medical staff who helped save the life of Christian Eriksen in that dramatic Euro 2020 game, who would be the recipients of this President's Award. Tell us how you made this decision and why they are such deserving winners.
Uefa President's Award is an award for special achievements. It's more than just a result on the pitch. It's something much wider and bigger. And what tonight's awardees did is much more than special. They showed us that human life is more important than anything, football match or anything else. They've put things into perspective for all of us. I can only say that I have deep respect for these gentlemen and that they more than deserved this award. I didn't have any single doubt about it.
Thank you, Alexander. And well, before we welcome the winners here on stage, let's hear how their quick thinking and rapid response helped to save the life of their teammate.
Eriksen just trying to get on the ball. Down goes Christian Eriksen.
And I have to say, has collapsed in very worrying circumstances. The immediate concern is for Denmark's playmaker-in-chief.
This is worrisome.
I saw the accident happen on the pitch, the throw-in, and the reaction from Christian when he received the ball was very unusual. And I saw the reaction from the players, and I could see that this was different than a normal injury. So we picked up our stuff and ran quickly through the pitch to see.
Our first job was to get an overview what was going on, and Christian was in cramp, so we have to go down and see if we could get a contact. I went to the head, Morten went to the body, stomach, and then we did initial examination quite fast, and very shortly after he went out, and that's when I turned him around, and I remember Morten said he don't breathe anymore, and then we started. I started the CPR on him.
I always check the knowledge of the sideline teams and the pitch side doctor about emergency treatment. So I decided to give them a lecture 2 hours before kickoff in emergency medicine and especially in sudden cardiac arrest.
Everyone in the medical team had this video fresh in mind so that once they saw that Christian fell to the ground without any contact or anything, they were immediately on track and knew what to do.
This was a professional job for us. We did what we should, what we were taught, what we were trained to do.
You can see the players, they're trying to form a circle around Christian Eriksen to try and give him some privacy.
It's very difficult to say how you will react, but I think as a team we did a maximum effort to stick together and try to get through that situation and be as helpful as possible.
They did what they could. They helped their friend on the floor with a cardiac arrest. They helped the medic crew for giving them some space, so we could work in peace, actually. So I think it was fantastic. Yeah. They did it.
Yeah, when you see it afterwards, I totally agree on that. It was a good thing to do.
When we knew Christian is okay, is in a good state of mind as well, then the most important thing is that we kept together and the group stayed strong and united.
We now have experienced a very traumatic experience, all of us together, cried together and all these emotions. So I think in a way the team got stronger after the incident.
for me that he survived is number one, and the second is that we really could show how easy it is that someone can survive if we react fast and if we know what to do.
Yeah, I think the good part is that the signal is you just need to do something when things happen. Just go and do something.
Such a dramatic day, and fortunately it had a happy ending. Incredible experience for all of those involved. Now, one of the recipients of this award can't be with us here this evening. However, he did record a short message. Let's hear from Simon Kier.
I would like to thanks for this award on behalf of me, but also on behalf of the entire Danish team. As a captain, I feel obligated to take this award with my team and only with my team. So, but again, thanks a lot for this award, and we appreciate it.
And now please welcome the President's Award winners for 2021, the medical team that saved the life of Denmark player Christian Eriksen at the UEFA Euro 2020. We welcome on stage Danish team doctor Morten Bosens.
Next, we welcome the Danish team physio, Morten Skjolje.
Congratulations, and thank you very much. Thank you.
A warm welcome to Mogens Kreutzfeldt.
Next up, we'll have Jens Kleinefeld.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Joining us on stage, Valentin Velekov.
Next, we welcome Peder Ersgaard.
Thank you very much.
And we welcome Anders Bosen.
And next, Fredrik Flenstel.
One more applause. One more applause. Thank you very much.
These are our President's Award winners for 2021. Congratulations to all of you.
Gentlemen, amazing teamwork in such dramatic circumstances. Morten, I wanted to ask you first how you dealt with the situation and what the whole experience meant to you and to the rest of the people who helped save the life of Christian.
Yeah, a lot of people helped us that night, and I think it was a nice example that teamwork really saved lives. There are a lot of people who also helped the following days, and we should also thank them a lot. The night of June the 12th was a dramatic and memorable night for all of us, and And naturally, the most important thing is that Christian is okay today, but we are really excited about how much effect this have had on so many people worldwide and on the focus on cardiac conditions in general. So we accept this award actually on behalf of teams around the players who on a daily basis struggle with keeping them free of injuries, but also need to stay alert and act if rarely, but events like this seldomly happens.
Yeah. A very important message. Thank you. Morten, Simon Kjær was first in the scene, putting Christian directly in the recovery position. How much credit does he deserve for dealing with the situation? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, he deserves a lot of credit for the reaction. Him and his teammates did the right thing in the situation, and they reacted quickly, and afterwards they called for help. So that's the right way.
I also wanted to talk to Mogens, because something that's very interesting is since the incident, I believe thousands of people in Denmark have been signing up for courses of how to use a defibrillator. How important is it that just regular people in everyday life have that capacity and that knowledge to assist and support someone who could have a sudden cardiac arrest?
Sure. A cardiac arrest has always a devastating impact on everybody, no matter if you see it in a street or in a football match. But Christian Eriksen's collapse showed that we can save a life with defibrillators. Therefore, we are very grateful and very emotional about thousands of volunteers who signed up to get educated how to use it, how to manage life-threatening situations. Thank you so much. So this award is for all our football doctors around Europe. They know how to use defibrillators, and all the volunteers who also now can do it. It's easy to save a life, and also UEFA always said one death on a football field is one too much. And the same also in our public life. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, I think I speak for the entire football family when I say you are all extremely deserving recipients. Thank you and congratulations again. A very big and emotional moment. So now, can I ask you to take a couple of steps forward? We have some little picture taken. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are again the President's Award winners of 2021. Many thanks and congratulations to all of you, and also congratulations and many thanks. And thank you, UEFA President Alexander Ceferin. Please take a seat. Thank you.
Thank you. Certainly one of the highlights of the evening for now and until the end of the show, that standing ovation here, really marking the amazing feat of this team of doctors who helped Christian at Euro 2020, Laura.
Big moment.
Now this season's UEFA Champions League final will take place in Russia at the St. Petersburg Stadium, home to FC Zenit. And our next guest is a former Serbian international who captained that club, as well as being an integral part of Chelsea's charge to European glory back in 2012.
please welcome Europa League and Champions League winner Branislav Ivanovic.
Welcome, Branislav. You'll be helping out with the draw this evening, so thanks for your assistance ahead of time. Joining Branislav is a former Chelsea teammate, a Ghanaian international midfielder who won several national club and European club titles, including that first ever Champions League trophy for the Blues. That's right, we are delighted to welcome here on stage Michael Essien.
Hi, Michael. Hi, Michael.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Big show tonight, big draw, but before, of course, we have to talk about the win back in 2012. You were both teammates. Do you remember the team quite well? What made you guys so special?
I think when we have to beat Napoli at home with amount of goals, and I think we managed to do that because we lost the first leg, and we really have to win that game, and we managed to do that. So then after that, we had a lot of confidence to push through.
And you see his smile when he's talking about the team, yeah?
Actually, I'm wondering, Laura, which one of them tackled harder? Which one is it? What do you think?
I think me.
I think you. All right. Let's see if Branislav agrees with that. But I have a question about this season, and Chelsea obviously winning this trophy again, beating Manchester City and Porto in the final. Huge impact by Thomas Tuchel, came in January. How did you assess the influence he had on the team and making it all the way to another trophy-winning campaign?
Yeah, definitely. I think I was really impressed the way how they win the trophy, especially how they played the final. And I think for such a long period of time, Chelsea deserved the trophy again, and I'm very happy about that.
What are your thoughts, Michael, on the team this season? Does Chelsea have the chance to win the title again?
Why not? I mean, I would say I would believe for them to do the back-to-back Champions League for the club, because if they manage to do that, it's going to be a very big achievement for the football club, and also they have a quite big squad, and having Lukaku back at Chelsea again, I think they are well prepared for to push through, and hopefully they can they can win it.
All right, let's see. I have one final question for Branislav, and it pertains to the final venue, which you know very well, in St. Petersburg, the stadium there, where FC Zenit played, where you played, and actually scored the first ever official goal in that stadium. Tell us about it. Tell us about that experience and the atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm very proud, to be honest with you, to score the first goal, officially first goal in history on that stadium. Stadium is really incredible, and I hope all will enjoy. The atmosphere is great, and the stadium is one of the best I ever played in.
So, well, it's great to have both of you here tonight. Please, can I ask you to take your position now at the draw table, yes? Michael on this side.
Now, throughout the evening, we'll be announcing awards for the best goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, and forward from last season's edition of the UEFA Women's and Men's Champions League campaigns. Plus, of course, we'll be honoring the men's and women's coach and player of the year.
Yes, and these awards are voted for by the coaches of the 32 group stage clubs that featured in last season's competition, along with 55 football journalists from European sports media.
With a little bit more on those awards and how the winner is chosen, here's a short message from the president of European Sports Media, Rainer Holzschuh.
As the president of European Sports Media, which comprises media from all of UEFA's 55 member associations, I would like to thank all the jury members who participated in the voting for this year's award. Since 2011, ESM has been part of the voting process together with UEFA, with renowned reporters from across the continent. For these awards, players in Europe have been judged in regard to their performances over the whole season in all competitions, both domestically and internationally, at either club or national team level. So let's see who the winners are.
Thanks, Rainer. Liebe Grüße. And tonight's first awards are for the best goalkeepers of the UEFA Champions League and UEFA Champions Women's League. So let's take a look at our winners.
Hola, buenas tardes. Estoy súper feliz de recibir este premio y muy orgullosa de todo lo que hemos conseguido durante esta temporada. Quería agradecer a todas mis compañeras porque sin ellas esto sería inviable, tanto compañeras como staff, porque hemos hecho un gran año y este premio realmente es por haber cumplido nuestro sueño de ganar la Champions y sin ellas este premio evidentemente no habría sido posible. Acordarme también de Tiane y de Berger, porque son dos grandes porteras que evidentemente podrían haber estado, o perfectamente podrían haber estado aquí recibiendo este premio. Y sobre todo agradecer a mi familia el apoyo y el cariño que siempre han tenido conmigo y han hecho que sacara lo mejor de mí durante esta temporada y durante las temporadas pasadas. Así que nada, muchas gracias.
Bonjour à tous. Je suis désolé de ne pas être présent pour la cérémonie à cause des restrictions, mais je suis très touché de recevoir cette distinction. Je voudrais remercier mon club, mon coach, le staff, mes deux entraîneurs des gardiens, Hilario et James Russell, mon équipe bien sûr qui sans eux ça n'aurait pas été possible. Et ensuite, j'aimerais remercier nos fans pour tout le soutien tout au long de l'année. Et j'espère que cette saison qui est arrivée va nous permettre de revivre encore de belles émotions à tous.
Congratulations to our UEFA Men's and Women's Champions League goalkeepers of the season, Eduard Mendy, Chelsea Football Club, and Sandra Paños of FC Barcelona.
Indeed. Now it's time for us to get down to business and start the UEFA Champions League group stage draw. Please welcome to the stage the UEFA Deputy General Secretary, Giorgio Marchetti, and Michael Hesselschwert, UEFA Head of Club Competitions.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Pedro. And good day, evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are delighted to be here in Istanbul to herald the start of another European club football season. And for sure, everyone is looking forward with great anticipation to a season of unforgettable excitement in the world's best club competition, the UEFA Champions League. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all clubs which have qualified for the group stage of this season's competition, and a special warm welcome is due to FC Sheriff, who have reached the group stage for the first time in their history, so giving Moldova a historic premiere. The last 18 months have been difficult for football, as much as they have been for our whole society, but we can be proud that we managed to organize and play more than 2,000 European matches since the start of the pandemic. The great news now is that we see the real football lifeblood, the fans back in the stadiums, bringing the passionate and vibrant atmosphere which makes our game such a tremendous emotion. It now remains for me to wish all clubs involved in today's draw the best of luck and a successful run in the 2021-2022 UEFA Champions League, which will culminate on the 28th of May 2022 with the final in St. Petersburg.
That's absolutely right. Thank you, Giorgio. And here is a look at the technical procedure for this season's UEFA Champions League draw.
The 32 teams have been allocated to 4 pots in accordance with the following principles. Pot 1 will comprise the UEFA Champions League title holder, Chelsea FC, and the UEFA Europa League title holder, Villarreal CF, as well as the domestic champions of Spain, England, Italy, Germany, France, and Portugal. The remaining 24 teams have been split into 3 pots based on their position in the UEFA Club Coefficient rankings. Since the same number of UEFA Champions League matches are played on both Tuesdays and Wednesdays, the groups are divided into 2 colours, red for groups A to D and blue for groups E to H. The red groups will play on one match night and the blue groups will play on the other. This will be applied for all match days. For TV coverage reasons, every 2 teams from one country are paired in order to be split into the red and blue groups. Please also note that based on a decision taken by the UEFA Executive Committee, teams from Russia and Ukraine shall not be drawn in the same group. The Champions League and Europa League title holders, as well as the domestic champions in Pot 1, will be drawn first. Starting with Pot 1, a ball will be drawn at random and opened to display the name. The team drawn is placed in the first available group in alphabetical order from A to H, as indicated by the computer and in accordance with the established principles. For example, if the team drawn has all 8 options from A to H available, it will be automatically allocated to Group A. If the team drawn has 4 options available, from E to H for example, it will be automatically allocated to Group E, and so on. This procedure will be repeated until all the teams in Pot 1 are allocated to the 8 groups. For Pot 2, a ball will be drawn at random and opened to display the name. The computer will then show which groups are available for this club, in accordance with the established principles such as country protection and TV pairings. A draw will then be made to determine which of these available groups the club is assigned to. It must be noted that the number of options available to a team depends not only on the team's own attributes, for example winter venue, and those of the teams already drawn, but also on the attributes of the other teams still to be drawn. This is due to the computer calculations needed to anticipate all possible scenarios and to prevent any deadlock situation. Once the 8 teams from Pot 2 have been allocated to a group, the same procedure will apply for Pots 3 and 4 to complete all the groups. And once the draw procedure has been completed, a computer draw will determine the final positions of all clubs within the 8 groups, as the position in the group determines the match schedule. In this respect, the computer will ensure that stadium clashes and winter venues are taken into account. The match calendar will be released on Saturday morning at the latest.
All right, so now we know how it all works. Let's take a look at the teams in Pot 1. lot of quality, a lot of talent, a lot of European pedigree in that pot. Let's get the ball rolling. Literally, over to you, Giorgio.
Sure, Pedro, and with the usual emotion that marks this moment, we're all ready to know which teams will play who in this phase. We have 55 titles in these 4 pots, which will be honored by their owners throughout the season. So it is left to me to give the ball to Branislav, and Branislav will deliver one after the other. The teams will really keen to see the first team drawn for the 21-22 season. To break the silence, the name is
Manchester City.
It is Manchester City. Manchester City obviously can be allocated to Group A, the first group available in alphabetical order, the finalist of the last season, first final ever after an impressive run with 11 wins, which have never been achieved by any other club since the start of Champions League group phase.
Next team up.
Atletico Madrid.
Second team is Atletico de Madrid, and for Atletico de Madrid we have Group B. Atletico 3 times in the final. Last time was in 2016. This is their 9th consecutive appearance in the Champions League group stage.
Sporting.
Now the Portuguese champions of Sporting Clube. Sporting goes to Group C. So Group C will be headed by Sporting, their 9th appearance in the group stage of the UEFA Champions League. So now another top seed is ready to appear.
Inter Milan.
And this time is the winners of Italian Serie A, Internazionale Milano. They go into Group D, these 3-time winners of the UEFA Champions League, the most recent Italian winner in 2010.
The 5th team to come out in pot 1 is Branislav.
Bayern Munich.
And this is Bayern Munich, so 6-time winners for Bayern. We have Group E. And Bayern are particularly unbeatable away. They have an incredible streak of 18 matches without defeats away from Munich. Since the last defeat was in October 2017.
Wow, it's quite a run.
Villarreal.
Villarreal, the winners of the UEFA Europa League of last season. So Villarreal can take place in Group F. Their best result in this competition was the semi-final they played in 2006, which was their first season ever. They qualified to the Champions League and impressively reaching the semi-final.
Lille.
LOSC Lille, the winners of French Ligue 1, they go into Group G. So LOSC, this is the 20th anniversary of their first participation in the UEFA Champions League. So only one club is left in pot 1, and this is
Chelsea Football Club.
This is the title holders of Chelsea FC. So Chelsea take the last group available, which is Group H, and with this we have completed our pot number 1. The ball is back in your court, Laura.
Thank you, Giorgio. We will continue with the draw shortly, I promise, but now it's time for our next awards. And these awards go to the UEFA Men's and Women's Champions League Defenders of the Season. Let's reveal our 2 winners.
Hola a todos. Antes de nada, lamentar el no poder estar allí por la situación en la que estamos. Siguiente, quería agradecer a mis compañeras y al staff del PSG, que al final es gracias a ellas las que, bueno, con su esfuerzo y el mío, pues consigo yo ganar este premio. También quería agradecer a mi familia y a mi pareja Lucía, el que estén siempre ahí detrás, que son ellos los que me ayudan a conseguir mis objetivos. Y bueno, para finalizar, decir que estoy muy contenta de recibirlo, pero que al final trabajamos día a día para conseguir títulos colectivos. Al final es en equipo como jugamos y que esperemos seguir trabajando mucho y el poder ofreceros más títulos individuales y grupales. Un saludo.
Hello all. Very sorry I couldn't be present today due to the restrictions, but I would like to say I'm very happy to receive the Champions League Defender of the Season award. It means a lot to me, and also to give a word to everyone that has taken a part in it, and say thank you to all of them. Looking forward for the next season. Take care.
Many congratulations to our UEFA men's and women's defenders of the season, Rubén Dias of Manchester City and Irene Paredes of FC Barcelona. Time now to get back to the draw, so let's take a look at the clubs in Pot 2.
Eight more teams are ready to discover their fate, so let's get on with the draw. Back to you, gentlemen.
You have a great defender, and it's up to you to play fair and to give us a nice and interesting and exciting story for this Champions League. This is when we start really seeing who plays who.
First team in Pot 2 is?
Borussia Dortmund.
So Borussia Dortmund, they have 4 options possible from Group A to Group D. So they can be drawn into one of these 4. They were winners in 1997 and appeared in the Champions League 10 times in the last 11 seasons. Borussia Dortmund, they are ready to learn their first opponent, and of course we want to know.
Let's do it, Michael. Give it to us.
Group C.
Group C for Borussia Dortmund. They will play in Group C against Sporting Clube de Portugal. So we are ready now to learn another pairing of clubs in another group. So for the time being, we have Sporting and Borussia in Group C.
Real Madrid.
And now Real Madrid. Real Madrid has 5 different possibilities. It's Group A, D, E, G, and H. In the season which will see the return of Carlo Ancelotti on the bench of the Blancos. Carlo, who won 3 times this trophy and took charge of 8 different clubs playing in the Champions League. Really a long and valuable career.
Reveal who next.
Giving us some extra drama, I think.
Yes. 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 You can tell that serious
So.
face.
It's the same.
It's the same. Group D.
Group D. D for Real Madrid together with Internazionale Milano. So we have recreated again a couple which played in the group together last year, Inter and Real Madrid. Now third team for ready for another group.
Liverpool.
Liverpool FC. For Liverpool, we have 4 groups which are available. Group B, Group E, F, and G for the 6-time winners of this competition. The last time, of course, we all remember the final in 2019 in the Atletico Madrid Stadium. So let's see which group will now accommodate the Liverpool, which has won the most titles among the English clubs.
Group B.
B. So B means that they will go back to the stadium where they won their last title, the stadium of Atletico de Madrid. Now, Atletico and Liverpool are the teams for Group B. And Branislav, please tell us the name of the next team.
Next one to come out in this spot is
Paris Saint-Germain.
Paris Saint-Germain. For Paris Saint-Germain, we don't have alternatives, so our software is telling us that they must go into Group A. And in Group A, they will play against Manchester City. So the finalists of the last 2 years, 2 seasons, will play together in this Group A, which looks already extremely competitive.
amazing the quality of matches that we see right from the group stage in this competition.
Juventus.
Juventus. So Juventus can go into 4 groups, E, F, G, and H. These are the groups which are possible for Juventus, which is the 10th consecutive appearance, chasing a title which they are missing since 1996. And let's see who they will have to play with in this group phase. Which top seed will face Juventus?
Group H.
Group H, so Juventus will have to face the opposition of the current title holders of Chelsea FC in this group. 3 teams are left for 3 groups, E, F, and G.
Tough start for your former team, Branislav?
Yeah, it's really tough. Barcelona.
This time it is FC Barcelona. We have 2 possibilities for Barcelona, Group E or Group G. Here we are. Let's see where Barcelona will play. Everybody, I think, is very curious to see the first time of Barcelona without Lionel Messi in the Champions League, and they will have to play against
Group E.
Against Bayern in Group E. So another gigantic clash in this group. Branislav, please. Let's see the next one. So Group E is made of Bayern and Barcelona for the time being.
Seville.
Sevilla FC. For Sevilla, no alternatives. Group G is the group where they have to go, and in Group G, Sevilla will face LOSC Lille. Sevilla, yes, at the 7th appearance in the UEFA Champions League, will start against the French champions.
Manchester United.
And the last one is Manchester United, ready to join Villarreal. And they will probably remake the Europa League final of this year. So Villarreal, Manchester United against again, one against the other. So once again, the floor is back to you, Laura.
Thank you, Giorgio. So another 8 teams have been drawn, and already we have some fantastic matches to look at. I don't really want to pick because they're all
really
quite,
mention all of them, yeah.
they're all quite interesting. But I think Group D, Internazionale Milano against Real Madrid, Chelsea against Juventus. Wow.
Yeah, City PSG definitely shaping up to be another fantastic season in the UEFA Champions League, Laura.
So, well, we will continue with the draw shortly, but now it's time for our next awards. And this one honors the UEFA Champions League and UEFA Women's Champions League midfielders of the season. Here are our winners.
Buenas tardes. Estoy muy feliz de ser nombrada la mejor mediocentro de la Champions League de la temporada pasada. Es muy emocionante para mí, sobre todo por el resto de nominadas que habían, también muy grandes mediocentros. Muchas gracias a la gente que ha votado. Estoy muy agradecida y sobre todo a mis compañeras, ya que la temporada pasada fue muy exitosa.
Sorry, I can't be there due to travel restriction. I'm pleased to receive the award. Thanks to all my teammates and the club who helped me to get this award. I wish you all the best. Bye.
Congratulations to N'Golo Kanté of Chelsea FC and Alexia Putellas of FC Barcelona, our very deserving UEFA Champions League and UEFA Women's Champions League midfielders of the season. Right. Time to get back to the draw and over to the gentleman to my left, stage right. But before we do that, let's take a look at the teams in Pot 3. $16 down, 16 to go, and the next 8 will be coming up in Pot 3. Over to you.
Thank you, Pedro. So while the groups are taking shape, now we are taking another important step in this direction. Branislav, you can start delivering us the name of the first team of Pot 3.
Shakhtar Donetsk.
So Shakhtar Donetsk from Ukraine. All the groups are possible for Shakhtar Donetsk, no exceptions, from Group A to Group H. For the club, the last club qualifying for Champions League group stage this year. Very late last night after, thrilling extra time, they played against the AS Monaco.
Yep.
And, but this club is settling down very well in the Champions League. They played 14 times in the last 16 years. So they are a reality, a nice reality of the UEFA Champions League.
Michael will help us decide where they play.
Group D.
D. In Group D, Shakhtar Donetsk, Inter Milano, and Real Madrid. I think we have three teams which were in the same group also last season. This is the draw. Branislav, you can proceed. Can do nothing, of course, to change the draw. And let's see the next one.
Next team coming out in pot 3.
Benfica.
Benfica. So for Benfica, we have 6 options available, A, B, and then groups A, F, G, and H for the 2-time winners of Portugal. First 41 times participating in the European Champions Cup since the inception. They are all-time second in this list. So congratulations to Benfica for being so present in the European Champions Cup and Champions League.
Made it through the playoffs this season.
Group E.
Benfica are in Group E. Benfica in Group E, where they will find Bayern, Munich, and FC Barcelona. Branislav, we can proceed with another team of this third pot.
That team is
Zenit Football Club.
This time is Football Club Zenit, Zenit St. Petersburg. 6 groups available also to Zenit, A, B, C, F, G, H, so we don't have any particular condition. For Zenit, which is the most recent Russian winner of a UEFA competition, they won 2 titles in 2008, the UEFA Cup and the UEFA Super Cup. And they will be very keen to try to reach the final played in their stadium in the coming season. So let's see where they will have to start this adventure.
Group H.
In Group H, together with Chelsea and Juventus. So this is the third group which has found the team, a third team coming from this spot.
Yeah,
and
the 2 teams that Branislav played with in the Champions League.
What a draw.
I think your phone's going to light up after this draw.
Definitely. Leipzig.
RB Leipzig. Leipzig can be allocated to Group A, B, F, or G. Leipzig, which have had 4 appearances in the last 5 seasons. But in one of the seasons in 2020, they reached the semi-final. An outstanding achievement, of course, for this club. It's a relatively young club in Champions League.
That Final 8 tournament in Lisbon.
Yeah.
Group A.
Group A. Group A for Leipzig, together with Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain. So I think we can say that we have a competitive group.
What a group.
Yeah,
Group
to say
A.
the least.
Yes. The next team.
Let's see who we have.
Atalanta.
Atalanta. So Atalanta has 3 options, C, F, and G. For Atalanta, I would say a very nice football surprise of the last 2 seasons, where they started only 2 seasons ago to play Champions League, with excellent performances, achieving the quarterfinals in 2020, and I would say being very close to playing the semi-final.
Group F.
Atalanta will join Villarreal and Manchester United, and that is Group F. So, Branislav, please, one of these 3 for the groups which are still open, and we're talking about Group B, Group C, and Group G.
Salzburg.
FC Salzburg. And for Salzburg, two are the possibilities, Group C or Group G. Salzburg also coming from the playoffs. It's a very offensive team, I would say. They scored an impressive 26 goals over the last 2 seasons in group phase.
And they will be joining the following group.
Group G.
G, together with Lille and Sevilla. Now we have FC Salzburg. Only 2 teams are left in this pot number 3.
Porto.
And now it is FC Porto. We don't have an alternative option for Porto, only Group B, which means that they will play against Atletico Madrid and Liverpool. So only one is left, and then we've completed also the third pot. 75% of our job today.
Ajax.
And this is Ajax. So Ajax takes place in Group C together with Sporting Clube de Portugal and Borussia Dortmund. So back to you again, Laura.
Yes, thank you, Giorgio. Before we complete the groups, we take a look at our next award winners, the UEFA Champions League men's and women's forwards of the season.
Buenas tardes a todos. Nada, quería deciros que estoy muy orgullosa y muy contenta de recibir este premio. Quería dar las gracias a todos los que han hecho posible, a todas mis compañeras por la magnífica temporada del año pasado, que fue increíble, y bueno, también recordar a mi familia que sin ellos nada sería posible. También quería mandar un mensaje a todos los niños y niñas que comienzan, que tienen un sueño por cumplir, y que bueno, decirles que con mucho trabajo y mucha ilusión se puede conseguir todos los sueños que se propongan. Así que os mando un saludo a todos y gracias.
Hello everybody. First of all, I'm very sorry that I cannot be there due to travel restrictions because of COVID. It's a great honor for me to receive this prestigious award, an award that motivates me to do even more and to be better myself all the time. Thanks to all who voted for me, and thanks to all who love and support me on a daily basis. Finally, and obviously, thanks to all my teammates who have contributed this extraordinary award. Now, it's time to start again. It's time for the Champions League, and I cannot wait.
I think that smile says it all. He's ready to score a few more goals.
I think so too.
Congratulations again to Erling Haaland of Borussia Dortmund and Jennifer Hermoso of FC Barcelona, our UEFA Champions League and UEFA Women's Champions League forwards of the season. Time now to conclude the draw, so let's take a look at the teams in our fourth and final pot.
those are the final teams that are going to be drawn, so excitement level is very high.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see, gentlemen, who they get.
Thank you, Laura. Certainly, we are one step away from knowing everything about the Champions League group phase of this year. So, Branislav, please give us the first name, and we will complete the first group.
That's right, the first team in the final pot being drawn at the moment.
Young Boys.
That's the Swiss champions of Young Boys. They can go into any of the 8 groups, A to H. Everything is open for Young Boys, one of the first semi-finalists of the European Cup back in 1959. And the second time for them in the group stage of the UEFA Champions League after their debut, which happened in the 2018-2019 season. So these Young Boys will now join and complete this group. And Michael is going to show us in a few seconds.
Here we go.
Group F.
Group F is now completed, and it features Villarreal, Manchester United, Atalanta, and Young Boys. Branislav, next team, please.
Beşiktaş.
So Beşiktaş. So every option except of course Group F, which is already finalized, is possible for Beşiktaş, which participated last in the UEFA Champions League in 2017-2018. They were really impressive as they made a total of 14 points and no defeats in this group phase. So I think they will think of repeating that exploit.
Beşiktaş, of course, playing at home here in Istanbul in this draw.
Playing at home in the draw.
Yeah, exactly.
Group C.
So the group of Beşiktaş is C, and in C we have already drawn Sporting Clube, Borussia Dortmund, and Ajax. And now Beşiktaş. Branislav. We need to see which team goes into the next group.
AC Milan.
AC Milan. 2 are the options possible for Milan, only Group A or Group B. Milan, which won the title 7 times, and was the first Italian club to win a European title in 1963.
Let's see where the Rossoneri go.
Group B.
So for Milan, we have Group B. Group B is means Atletico de Madrid, Liverpool, Porto, and Milan.
What a group.
Branislav, give us please another name for this group, from this spot, sorry.
5 teams left to complete the draw.
Wolfsburg.
VfL Wolfsburg, and for Wolfsburg only 2 groups are possible, Group G or Group H. So the other side of the table for VfL Wolfsburg, quarter-finalists in 2016. They will try to improve the performance in their 3rd appearance in the UEFA Champions League. So for Wolfsburg, the group is
Group G.
G, together with LOSC Lille, Sevilla, and FC Salzburg. Another team is now ready to pop up. For another group, we have to fill Group A, Group D, E, and H.
Club Brugge.
Bruges. So Bruges can be allocated to A, D, or H. Bruges is a former finalist of the European Cup in 1978, and actually the only Belgian club reaching the European Champions Cup final in the history of the country. Fourth consecutive time in group stage for Bruges.
Group A.
Group A, together with Manchester City, with Paris Saint-Germain, and with RB Leipzig. 3 teams are left in the pot. We will soon know everything.
That's right. 5 of the groups have been complete so far.
Malmo.
And this time it is the Swedish champions Malmo. Group D or Group H can accommodate Malmo. Another finalist in the 70s, the final of 1979, played by Malmo. That is their best result. And also for Sweden, Malmo is the only club which reached the final of this competition. And Malmo, they will play the group phase in Group
H.
H, with Chelsea, Juventus, and Zenit St. Petersburg. Another team, Branislav, please. Second last.
2 groups to go.
Yes. A and E.
Dynamo Kiev.
Dynamo Kiev, Ukrainian champions. We don't have a draw because they have only one option, which is Group E, where they will play together with Bayern, with Barcelona, and with Benfica. Yes, we need just to see the name of this team that we can imagine, but we have not seen yet.
Sheriff.
And we finish with Sheriff at the first time in Champions League, as well as their country, Moldova. So for Sheriff, we have Group D. So, and Group D means that we have Inter Milano, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and FC Sheriff Tiraspol. Thank you very much, Branislav. The floor is back to you because we know everything.
That's right, we do know everything. We have the star-studded lineup complete, so let's have a recap of all the 8 groups. Fantastic quality in this competition. As always, let's do it in alphabetical order. In Group A, Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain, Leipzig, and Club Bruges. In B, it's Atletico de Madrid, Liverpool, FC Porto, and AC Milan. In C, Sporting Club Portugal, Borussia Dortmund, Ajax, and Besiktas. And in Group D, Internazionale Milano, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Sheriff Tiraspol.
And I will continue, Pedro, starting with Group E, FC Bayern München, FC Barcelona, Benfica, and Dynamo Kiev. In Group F, we have Villarreal, Manchester United, Atalanta Bergamo, and Young Boys Bern. And in Group G, LOSC Lille, Sevilla FC, FC Salzburg, and VfL Wolfsburg. And the final Group H, Chelsea FC, Juventus, Football Club Zenit, and Malmo.
Thank you. That is a wrap for the draw. So we'd like to thank our special guests, Branislav Ivanovic and Michael Essien. Of course, also Michael and Giorgio. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
It was a pleasure. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, with the draw done, it's now time to focus on our final awards of the evening. We start with the UEFA Women's Coach of the Year. Let's find out who our winner is.
Hola a todas y a todos. Es una pena no poder estar aquí con vosotros en Istambul en este día tan especial, pero quiero dar las gracias a UEFA y a todo el jurado que ha pensado que este premio debía ser para mí. Es un honor, es un placer y son muchos años trabajando en el fútbol femenino y estoy muy contento de tener este reconocimiento. Gracias también, por supuesto, a Fútbol Club Barcelona, desde la directiva, personal del club, jugadoras y staff, porque sin ellas y sin ellos no hubiera sido nada de esto posible. Y solo me queda desear lo mejor a todos los equipos para esta próxima temporada, que seguro que será muy bonita.
Congratulations to Luis Cortés of FC Barcelona. Amazing season for them in last year's edition of the competition. Now for the UEFA Men's Coach of the Year award. And this year's winner is a man who had a sensational and immediate impact after he took over his new club.
Sorry that I cannot be there in person due to travel restrictions, but we are very pleased to receive the reward. I take it in behalf of all my staff. I'm absolutely delighted and very grateful for everybody who supported. Hope to see you soon. Stay safe and all the best.
Congratulations to our UEFA Men's Coach of the Year, Thomas Tuchel. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. And now on to our two final awards of the evening, the UEFA Men's and Women's Player of the Year. And here are the nominees. Those were the nominees. They're all incredible football players.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So now we are really excited, and it's time to reveal the winners of our UEFA Player of the Year awards.
That's right. I have the honor of starting with the first one.
Ladies first.
That's right. The UEFA Women's Player of the Year award goes to, dramatic pause, Alexia Putellas of FC Barcelona.
Congratulations.
Fantastic season for her and the club. We have a chance to hear from her now.
Buenas tardes. Estoy muy feliz de recibir el premio de jugadora del año por la UEFA. Primero me gustaría agradecer a las compañeras, a todo el equipo que hizo posible la temporada tan exitosa del año pasado. Luego también me gustaría nombrar al resto de las nominadas, especialmente a Lique y a Jenny, que hemos compartido podium. Y nada, esto al final lo ha ganado todo el equipo, todo el club. Es un éxito que tantas jugadoras del Barça estén en estos premios nominadas. Y agradecer también a la afición por todo el cariño que me ha mostrado siempre. Y vamos a por más. Muchas gracias.
Great to hear from Alexia, and now you will have the honor of naming the Men's Player of the Year.
Yes, thank you, Pedro. The award for UEFA Men's Player of the Year goes to Jorginho. Congratulations. Great season for him, winning the Champions League title and the title in the UEFA Euro. Unfortunately, he cannot be here with us tonight as well, but he also sent a short message.
Ciao a tutti, mi dispiace tantissimo che non possa essere lì in questo momento così importante, però per colpa delle restrizioni che sappiamo tutti, purtroppo non posso essere presente, ma volevo dire che sono veramente molto felice per questa premiazione. Non posso non dire grazie a tutte le persone che hanno contribuito perché questo potesse accadere. Quindi un grazie di cuore a tutte le persone che mi hanno aiutato in questo percorso, alla mia famiglia, ai miei amici, ai tifosi, ai miei compagni, agli allenatori, alle persone in cui non credevano in me, ma anche queste persone mi hanno motivato, mi hanno dato della motivazione per continuare a lavorare ancora di più, quindi grazie anche a loro. Grazie a tutti e sono veramente molto felice e un abbraccio a tutti quanti.
Great smile with Jorginho, who, as you said, really won it all in blue for both Chelsea and Italy as well. That brings tonight's show to an end. A huge congratulations to all our award winners, and thanks to Uefa President Alexander Ceferin as well, and all our special guests.
Yes, many thanks. Many thanks to you, Pedro. It was a huge honor to co-host the show with you tonight. And in just a few weeks, the UEFA Champions League group stage kicks off on the 14th of September, to be precise, and we are wishing, of course, all clubs taking part in this year's competition the very best of luck.
Laura, thank you. Pleasure to be here on stage with you as well. From everyone here in Istanbul and to everyone watching around the world, thanks for joining us. We bid you good night.